Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sharing a Drink with Matt. Today I'm talking to Gold Coast lads, Global Sandwich. What my show is, it's unprofessional, a bunch of blokes sitting at the bar having a drink, talking about music.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh,
I'm not.
let me get a drink. Hang on.
Yeah, that's it. That's why it's called Sharing a Drink with Matt.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not
Oh,
called Matt having a drink by himself. It's what part of Brisbane?
Maruka.
Maruka.
Okay.
It's on the south side.
Yeah. So have you ever played with Kathleen Turner
What's that?
Overdrive? Have you ever played with Kathleen Turner Overdrive?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we play with Lime Spiders with them. Yeah.
Yep. Well, oh, that night, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start getting it together. The name. Who's to blame for that?
That was originally my old drummer from he lives in Taiwan now. He hasn't been in the band for years, but we were trying to come up with a name that was like something that was something that's kind of hard to swallow, like as in, because the music's quite abrasive and that, and it was like, gravel sandwich. That's how we came up with it.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. This like you got to answer each for a few questions here. What was on the stereo when you were growing up? When you were, young?
Yeah.
Mate, what was mum and dad subjecting you to?
My dad subjected me to a lot of Frank Sinatra, really.
But your thing was playing Kiss and
But for me, when I was young, when I was growing, I used to Kiss. It was all about Kiss when I was a kid.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They were good back then, back in the day.
Yeah, I saw him in 1980, Brisbane.
Oh, yeah, the one at Lang Park. Yeah,
Yeah, 1980. It was.
yeah. Yeah, they were good with when, Ace was still, they just, haven't been good for years.
Kiss is a company. It's
Yeah,
just Paul and Gene,
yeah.
and whoever they get at the time to do
Whoever they hire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
think,
So, like,
yeah.
now you go.
Oh, no, I was just thinking, I think the guitarist now, like, he was actually a guitar technician for them or something.
Ah,
And
okay.
and he knew and basically like he knew all the parts.
yeah, probably knew the sounds, knew the parts, and
So they just got in.
Mm,
He was working for them.
yeah.
Mm.
So what's on your stereo now? Oh,
What's on the stereo now?
Yeah.
It's the Art Grey Noise Quintet, which is Stu Spasm from
Okay.
Goat and that.
Yep.
Stu's
Yep.
band. He's in New York now, so
Yeah.
we got something lined up with them that we can't announce yet, which is pretty exciting. So
Excellent.
Yeah,
it sounds good.
Yeah, wasn't
yeah, Stu's doing well.
I don't know if you remember the Space Juniors.
Of course I do. I was good friends with Carl. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I remember the Space Juniors are one of the first bands I saw in Sydney when I came down. And
wow.
Caroline and Carl were really good friends. Caroline and Mel. Yeah. Of course I remember Space. So great.
Carl's just a legend.
He is, yeah. He's back in Australia now.
What did you go to America?
Yeah.
He was in
Mick
Vietnam.
is I did an interview with Mono and Mick Medium.
Yeah, I think I saw. Yeah, I've got to watch that. I think when I looked through your thing, I think I saw that. When I've got to watch that.
Yeah, it was good. Mick was fucking, he lives in New York.
He's in New York. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I saw a photo of him at an Art Grey Noise Quintet show, you know, so he obviously might run into
Back and
Stu every
forth.
now and then.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, he said he's been there since mid-90s.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of
It's
thing.
pretty much about the same time that Spasm went. You know, I thought he
Yeah.
might have gone a little bit earlier, maybe, but yeah.
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 He was when I did the interview with Meg, he said he went to G.G. Allen's last performance.
Oh, wow.
And I said, "Did you stand at the back?"
Yeah.
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 Yeah. What his very last show?
His very last show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the movie Hated. I don't know if you've ever watched that documentary on GG.
No, I haven't actually. Hang on, I just got to turn this fan off.
Yeah, they got footage of in the movie. They got footage of his last gig,
Yeah, right.
and he's covered in his own shit,
Oh,
wearing a G-string that's
Oh.
just like got shit all over it, and blood all over him,
Jeez.
and
Oh.
the fucking cops raided the pub, and some girl gave him fucking a long coat, and he just walked out fucking and started walking down the street, and the cops looking for him fucking couldn't get him, and they ended up getting him a couple of days later. But yeah, that was his last footage, and then he died. So
have you seen those? There's that online thing, Underbelly or whatever, and it's someone that's just the dude in America that he's interviewed his brother a couple of times.
Thank you. Oh, okay.
What's this?
Mel, I've got Mel happening in February.
What's that?
I've got an interview with Mel in February. Yeah, February. Cool. It's been 2 years in the making, but
that would.
It's hard.
Yeah. How did you
it's hard interviewing them over there because of the time differences and shit.
Yeah.
But, and I'm worried about the interview because, like, to me, G.G. Allen was a sick, depraved, fucking pedo fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, I gotta say, I wasn't actually really into G.G. Allen. Like,
but he had his stage thing, but he was like that. Not any day of the week, he was just pretty disgusting.
Well, he hadn't showered for 8 months before the funeral, before he died, and if you could see the photo, him in the coffin, they put a fucking bong in there, a syringe, and a bottle of Jack Daniels, and he's just there in his undies with just shit on him and blood on him. And his mum, they're burying him. You know, his birth certificate is Jesus Christ Allen.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah.
But Mel couldn't get Jesus.
His dad, you know.
So he's rebelling against their Christian upbringing type of thing.
Yeah, but his parents were fucking just as bad, really.
Yeah.
You know, they tortured that guy for sure.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, no, I think I read something about that. Yeah.
It became GG because Mel, when he was younger, couldn't get Jesus out, so just go GG.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and he's the younger brother, is he, Mel?
Yeah,
right. Yeah. There's the interviews online with the other thing. Yeah, it's just like characters from around America, like the more underbelly of society type of thing.
Yeah, definitely. What's What's your favorite genre of music?
What's yours, Ash?
Well, kind of seem like krautrock could have to be one that's quite
krautrock, something that
influential to a degree.
But there's quite a bit, you know, like I don't,
I suppose it'd be like Australian,
very. I mean, yeah, back in the
early
day,
'90s underground.
Yeah, definitely with Samwidge back in the day, especially like we were very almost patriotically Australian with the music, you know. Like, I mean, I can remember when Mudhoney came out, we were like staying, we were living with Guy Madison at his squat in Chippendale, and all those guys, like they, you know, were all heavily influenced by all that Australian stuff like Grong Grong and King Snake Roost and
Thug,
Lubricated Goat, all that kind of, because those guys were like about, you know, 8 to 10 years older than me. So, you know, I definitely looked up to a lot of those, for better or worse.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, I
think
the 80s was the best decade of Aussie music.
Yeah.
And then fucking the 90s were pretty fucked up. But we're starting to get back on track. There's some good stuff coming back out.
There's some good stuff. You just got to look for it. Brisbane has some good bands, you know, like you know, that are.
And Sydney seems like it's back on track too. It seems like there's a lot going on in Sydney now as well, like when we're last down there.
Yeah. And a lot of the older bands from the late 70s, early 80s, you know, let's get together. Like, I don't know what's done it, but like you got UK subs, you know?
Yeah.
Fucking US Bombs, fucking all the bands. Fear.
Probably because, you know, why not?
And I think it all started with the COVID.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Well, Gravel Sandwich never really stopped. It slowed down for a number of years, but I mean, Ash and Alex, the drummer, and that we've been doing it for 15 so years now, like together. We got another guy. Ash has moved to guitar now. He was the bass player. He's moved to guitar. So
okay,
we got another guy, Declan, playing bass for us now.
Yep.
So we're back to being a 4-piece. We were a 3-piece for a while. For quite a while.
Yeah, but we've also sort of had guest guitarists as well.
Yeah.
Or people that would fill in on recordings occasionally. But predominantly live, it's been a 3-piece.
So, yeah, but we'd get guest guitarists like we play with Matt Kennedy from Kitchen's Floor. If you haven't heard them, you should check them out, man. They're great.
Yep.
And we had Shan from Sewers. They're all these, you know, kind of bands that are most of them. Well, Kitchen's Floor still go, but
just from the Brisbane scene, really.
Just from the Brisbane scene, yeah.
Gold Coast have got a few good bands playing around there.
Yeah, I did an interview. There's a guy down there. What's it called? He's got a fanzine. Oh God, it's bloody.
Oh, Mark
Tyler. Yeah, shout out. To
yeah. Look out for my ad.
He's a good guy. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's brilliant.
Yeah,
and everyone promises him, you know, we'll start buying issues and shit, and like, you know, he's doing it all on his own.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
you know, paying for it all, doing all the fucking
keeps him out of trouble.
And he's in a band, so
Yeah. We've
Yeah,
got
I think promote everyone that's promoting like Australian music, fucking yeah, legends.
yeah, totally. Especially like, just doing it for the love of it,
Yeah.
It's great.
Well, I don't think my show would ever make a cent. Like, but it's so much fun, and I love promoting Aussie music.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
good,
it's,
man.
and I think there needs to be more outlets out
Yeah,
there to, you know, that
But I,
yeah,
I think that's the big thing about the Australian live music scene, that there's just no money in it. So basically, everyone that's there is doing it for the love of it. So they're putting their heart into it, not thinking about commercialism or personal gain. It's just people that just want to do the music they want to do, which is kind
yeah,
of good for the Australian
yeah,
scene.
not getting that 0.00005 cents of a dollar for
yeah.
one song.
But I even think, like in the 90s, like, the Sydney scene, like Australian bands didn't do it for the money, and they were just menacing. And then they went overseas, and just, I don't think anyone had seen music like that, because, like you're saying, they're just doing exactly what they want to do, and not controlled by labels, or they've got their own personal expression. So I think we've always had a good independent image in live music.
Yeah.
Definitely 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just growing too. Like, there's a lot of young bands out there that are just, kicking off, and I've seen some really talented young bands.
Yeah.
There's a band down here that's just a guy on bass and a guy on the drums, and it fucking sounds fantastic.
Who's that?
Oh God, he's in a few bands.
Okay. Yeah, they're from Castlemaine.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that fucking Permanent No. I'll text you the name anyway.
Yeah.
And give it a listen. It sounds fucking brilliant.
Yeah, because we played a gig with a similar band called Dead. They were from Victoria, and it was just bass and guitar. I was saying
they were
quite powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was surprised how enjoyed I was. Yeah. And at the same gig, this guy was doing solo. He had a mannequin sitting at the drums, a mannequin with a fucking rubber guitar, another mannequin with a rubber guitar to look like a bass, and he sang, and he had a laptop.
Yeah.
And fucking the laptop would do the music, and he'd just sing along with it.
Yeah.
And but he done it in a good way. Like, he's at the beginning, he's like, the bass guitar starts, and he goes, the singer goes, sorry, goes, that's not that chord, mate. We don't start on that chord. And it actually, like, the music stopped, and then the bass came back on, and he goes, that's it. And it did the song. It was more like Gigi Allen. It was more performance art, kind of thing than really music. But he did it well. He did it well. Hey, is there a genre of music you just fucking can't listen to? Like, can't. Like, you're stuck in the car, wife loves this song. Have that.
Yeah. What, I don't know, just I don't know, really more just commercial stuff. It's just got worse and worse, really.
Top 40, yeah.
It's just, like, there's just no, it's just terrible, really.
Yeah. Like in the Arias, that guy won new band of the year, and it was just him and a fucking desk fucking thing. And yeah, he won new band. Well,
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
Where's the
yeah.
band?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But yeah, I just
Yeah.
got, and I
So,
mean, go on.
is there what's the scene like in Brisbane? What's it at the moment? How's it going in that way?
I think it's pretty good.
It's still
Really.
pretty strong, yeah.
Yeah,
You know, like a lot of
has its ups and
reviews
downs. You know, like
yeah. But places shut down, places just keep popping open, so it's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
consistent.
it's a bit like Sydney, where like a lot of the times, like sometimes like when we went to Sydney last, we played the Marrickville Bolo and that,
Yeah.
and Brisbane can be a bit like that. Like there was, where people find their own space and set up, and
Yeah.
that gets really big, and then it closes, and then people find somewhere else. And,
Yeah. I remember seeing Cosmic Psychos at a pub in Woodridge.
Oh, yeah. Well, Cosmic Psychos are quite big nowadays, though, aren't they? Like, I'm going to see Macca on Tuesday, actually. Like, he's playing on the Sunshine Coast, and
okay.
Yeah, I've got this solo thing I do called Mark's Paranormal Disneyland, and there's this guy Curly's putting out the record next year, and so I'm meeting him at in Nambour. Macca's playing with a dude from the States. Is it the Rank Outsiders, or I can't remember who it is. Yeah, Pat Todd. Yeah.
But the Cosmic Psychos they're touring all the time now. Like it's quite amazing. Like they've been around for a long time, but they're just having like a big resurgence, which is great.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah. Good on them.
And but I think that's, like I said before, like since the lockdown and that, I think like all the bands must have just been, they must have killed them in the lockdown, and everyone's doing shit now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think like during lockdown, everyone was just practicing music, all you could do. So I think like it's all just coming out now. Everyone's just, they've been practicing a lot. They've written new songs. Everyone, it's really, the scene is really happening at the moment, which is good.
Yeah, it is good. It's good, yeah. Yeah. So, have you got kids?
I don't, but Ash does. Ash has a little daughter.
Oh, gigs.
Oh, gigs. Look at kids.
We had one Christmas Eve, but we had to cancel that. So.
Yeah, we've had one.
No, I did say kids. I said kids.
Oh, yeah. I thought you said kids. Yeah. No, I don't. But Ash has got a little daughter.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, when she's like 10 years old, would you let her listen to your music?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. No problem there.
Like I'm saying, a lot of friends that have got kids, they're inspired by their parents.
Yeah, of course.
Even our parents, the music that they showed us kind of have some influence on the way you grew up and your lifestyle. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yep. Definitely.
And then yourself, you got kids?
8.
8?
Yeah.
And are they into music?
Well, that would keep you busy.
5 of them are adults, so.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, I got to fucking get rid of them. But yeah, no, I've got 3 more, but the 16-year-old will be booting her out soon. 14-year-old, I'll give her another few years, and then 12-year-old, I'll give him till he's 17, and then he's got to go too. And I'm fucking just I'm just going to go traveling, man. I've been doing this shit for 30 years with kids.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. 8 kids, Jesus.
Where are you traveling? Like the coast, or are you going overseas?
Nah, just in our country.
Yeah.
I don't think they'd give me a fucking. They won't give me a license. I don't know about passport. Yeah.
Australia's big
Yeah.
enough though. Huh?
Which is sucks. So tell me a story, like a memorable moment of gravel sandwich. A good
We've got
or bad.
what about the one with Tex Perkins on the Sunshine Coast? That's a pretty, with
Yeah. I went. Well, it was one when we were doing the. We played with the Beasts. Tex and Kim Salmon and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was up on the Sunshine Coast, and we played, and then they came on, and
but we played. Was it Adelaide during her set? It was
it was during this. It was during this.
We were playing, and you could see the water. So anyway, something happened in the toilets, and they flooded, and there was probably like an inch of toilet water. Like the main sewers must have just overloaded and flooded the whole. So the floor is just stinky, decrepit water.
Yeah.
And we're just looking, just going, it's just absolutely disgusting. And then a plumber came in at some stage and fixed it. And they mopped up all the floors. And
what about that dude?
Yeah. And then like this guy come in and he had no idea that there's been a sewage outbreak.
They're saying, please stay away from it.
Yeah. And he spilled his beer on the floor, like he dropped his beer. And then he's like to his mate, like, oh, no worries. I'll just lick it off the floor. And
no.
He's just drinking his beer off the floor that's been covered in sewage water. And the bar staff and all that would just start running like, no, don't do it. Don't.
I will shout you a beer.
And we're just imagining like the next day, this guy waking up like the worst stomach cramps and just wondering,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he was blind
or something like that.
I saw a documentary about the last Woodstock, the last one.
Oh yeah, we saw that. Yeah, that
how
was
it was just all mud.
Yeah,
and like
fires and everything.
It was actually plumbing. All the portaloos had just fucking overflowed and just everything. And everyone's like thinking they're sliding in mud, having a good time. Fucking,
I know.
They were in 3 inches. Oh, fuck. They were in 3 inches of fucking shit.
I know.
Yeah.
Sliding around.
And they lit everything on fire.
Yeah. And then fucking while they're doing that, Chili Peppers decide to sing Fire.
Yeah. That was crazy.
Yeah, but Anthony got away with it, saying, "Oh, but it was on the set list anyway."
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, so gravel sandwich. Like, so this will be up in a couple of days on YouTube.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, Jeff. Oh yeah. Well, I'm just speaking to my producer. He's in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Hey,
so
Jeff.
he should. Yeah, fucking amazing.
I'll try to get it done today, even, Matt. How's that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. I was going to charge a postage and handling for the shirt, but I'll pay that now.
This shirt that I'm wearing here, the gravel sandwich shirt, Stu designed that. We asked Stu to do it. So it's we got him to design the T-shirt.
Can you get them?
Yeah, you can get them. Yeah, you can. Yeah, just go to our Bandcamp or whatever, or just message on Facebook or whatever.
I like to get a shirt off every band I interview. So,
send you one.
Oh no, I'll pay for the fucking thing, man.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, there.
It's all we're all doing this for nothing.
Yeah.
So any bit of dollars, you can't you can't say no.
So anyway, I suppose we could say that we've got 2 LPs. It's been about 8 years for the first LP. The last LP was like 2020. Was the last release roughly around then? We recorded 2019.
Yeah.
And then we've got a split release single that we're just sort of in the
that's coming up that with someone that it's not announced yet though, but
with a UK band where they're doing one side, we're doing the other.
US.
Oh, magic.
Yeah, UK. Yeah.
Bit like No Cheese, the Hard-Ons and Stupids, yeah?
Yeah, it's with someone from the USA.
Yeah.
It'll be out early next year.
Yeah.
Yep.
So those bands have done the recordings.
It's all been done. We're
just doing the pressing at the moment, just waiting on that. And
takes a while, you know.
And then
what kind of tour are you looking at after that?
we haven't put much thought into it, just until we know when the single's coming out, and then we'll probably start looking at some options to do some stuff.
Yeah.
And then after that, nothing in the works. Maybe like we've got a whole bunch of new songs that have played a few live, but we're still sort of working on them. So we're thinking maybe just get some more songs and doing another record or something like that at some stage in the next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'd like, it'd be good for you to come down to Wollongong.
Yeah, I'd love to. This is the last record. That's the last one.
Okay, yep.
That came out on Swashbuckling Hobo Records. So that's a Brizzy label, and that Macca, Cosmic Psychos, he's on it.
Yep.
It's a friend of ours, Sean.
He's a great guy. Got a really good studio,
amazing studio.
He's helped us out a lot. So it's been sort of quite a pleasure for everything Sean's done for us.
He's in Boondle Boys, which is like Macca's solo thing that he does. They're really good, man. If you ever catch them, I think they're playing.
They are doing
a Cosmic Psychos.
No, it's the Chats.
Oh, the Chats. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not other than their age. There's not much difference between the two.
Yeah, like I think that
they're really influenced by it, obviously.
Because like Cosmic Psychos on US tours and same.
Yeah.
Even probably got them to gig with Guns N' Roses. So I'd say they respect their influences.
Obviously, it's good. Good on them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
There's so much good talent, and like no one knows.
No.
Yeah. How about Wollongong? Do you have a radio station down there that's independent?
Yeah, there's a local one, which I'm gonna start doing the graveyard shift on it soon.
Oh, yeah, cool.
And does that support a lot of independent music, or is it just a mix of? Yep.
Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot of talking during the day.
Yeah.
Like they play. It's fucking poets are on it or something. It's
like community conversations and that kind of stuff, and then at night.
Yeah,
which is the way of community stations, I guess.
Yeah. You got to do it because it's
we did
music scene.
We played just the last thing we did. We played in Townsville and Cairns recently. It was great. We did one show. So, to the deep north of Queensland, we did one show in Townsville and 2 shows in Cairns. It was really good because obviously places like that. I mean, Townsville's like, how many people live in Wollongong? Do you know the population? It's a pretty big regional.
Similar size.
Similar size, yeah. So you got like.
I suppose
Townsville's like.
We got the Illawarra.
Yeah, it's kind of like Townsville's kind of like the size of. Newcastle and Geelong and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, I went to school in Townsville.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
No, it's
Pimlico.
such, you know, and people were just so appreciative, like to get an underground band up there, you know, like
Yeah, because you know, like Wollongong, it's not that far from Sydney, and Melbourne bands might, you know,
same as
come and go
Geelong
through those areas. But North Queensland, you know, like Cairns has got a good music scene, but not too many people go up there. So when they do,
it's so far
I
away.
think people really support it. It's like something I don't see every day, which is quite good, really. And that's what we kind of thought too. Like, it'd be good to go somewhere where, you know, not many people go and just see what the scene's like up there.
Yeah, yeah,
Preferably in wintertime. North Queensland.
yeah. Fucking it gets hot up there, I tell you. I actually went to boarding school out of there too.
In Cairns?
For a year, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Catholic boarding school. It was fucking putrid.
Which school? Can you remember?
Eh?
Can you remember what school it was?
Abergowrie Men's College.
I think I've heard of it.
It's out near Ingham.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's out. My mum's moved from the Gold Coast to Townsville, and I was about 5 hours travel. Oh no, even more. About 10 hours travel from. Like we're in the cane fields. The school was on 1,000 acres kind of shit.
Wow. Yeah.
We had motorbikes, horses, and if you didn't get point duty, like if you didn't fuck up during the week, you could they give you a tent. You'd get the breakfast, lunch, and dinner from the fucking feed, the diner, and either take the motorbike down to the creek, which was like an hour's ride, or take a horse down to the creek and just camp there for fucking. And we were making our own rum from the molasses. And we had plants growing down there. Mad. At night we used to jump the cane train. There was a cane train, and like,
oh yeah, yeah.
Like if you fell off it, you wouldn't even fucking know. They go that slow.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, but we used to get that into town and get someone to buy us like 10 packets of fucking rollies and get the train back. And yeah, it was good. I only left because my best mate there got murdered by another bloke from the school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on.
It fucked with my head. I had to leave. They put cattle dip in his Coke.
What? God, what?
Like this shit kills fucking ticks and all that crap. Like big fucking things. And these were country boys, so they knew exactly what the fuck they were doing. Shit, no one got charged. But the Catholic school hid it and all that shit. But yeah, I fucked with my head. I couldn't go back.
Yeah.
Even though it was the best year of school. Yeah. It was fucking like, and so if you had the opportunity, right?
Yep.
So I say to you, look, I want to put on a fucking 5-band gig. I need 5 bands. Who would be the 5 bands you'd pick? And I'm talking living, dead, fucking not playing anymore.
All right, so I don't know.
But like a show in Brisbane.
Fantasy Bill.
Fantasy Bill.
Oh, okay,
right,
yeah.
Okay. Geez, that's difficult. Yeah, I'd like to, something like Grong Grong or something from back in the day. Charlie at his height, that would be good. Maybe, no, I'd like to see Lubricated Goat again. That would be good. Van de Graaff Generator. I would like to see them back in the day.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Van de Graaff Generator?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what comes to mind. There's so many.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, exactly. That's why I love this question.
Difficult question, really.
Okay, me, I'd go Angels to Vinyls, Radiators, fucking Cold Chisel. I'd just have fucking early 80s rock.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah.
Did you read that book, Blood, Sweat and Beers?
Yeah.
But that was quite interesting. Like, you didn't realize how violent the music scene was, like in the 70s and 80s. Like, you had to have professional, like, street fighters for security for the bands, and it was just like, it was quite
Southern Fried Kidneys is a band I'd like to see again.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, fuck
But
off.
we still see Paulie and that, like Paul Kidney, and whenever we go to Melbourne, we play with Paul Kidney Experience, and yeah, I'd love to see Southern Fried Kidneys again. You know, that's someone I'd have on the bill. Oh, great!
It's actually you guys are lucky at the moment because Brisbane has just fucking got so much talent at the moment coming out.
Yeah, there's some good bands.
Like I'm talking like Kathleen Turner Overdrive, what they've got into the Triple Z Top 100, fucking with these guys, the Owen Guns.
Oh yeah, I've heard of them. They're a Newcastle band, aren't they?
Wollongong.
Oh, they are Wollongong, right? Okay.
Yeah. No, Sean's a good friend of mine. Oh, well, he lives here. The band live in Sydney.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
But they played up in Brisbane last night.
Oh, did they? No.
Yeah.
I
haven't been on.
I haven't been on social media as much lately, so
you
miss these things at times.
Yeah, I get notifications from bands. It's because of my show. I get like, Matt, we're playing here. You're on the door.
Yeah.
Fucking, I pay anyway. Like, people on the door.
So you go to many shows in Sydney?
No, I'm starting to now because the kids have grown up. Kind of thing. You know, I don't need to fucking pay for a babysitter. You know what I mean?
But you contact with a lot of bands from Sydney, and they come down to Wollongong.
We get.
When we did Sydney last, we did a interview on Big Daddy K's. That's what he calls it anyway. On God, what's the it's his radio show in Sydney. Oh, what's it? 2SER, is it? I think it's 2SER. Yeah. He has a show on Saturday Arvos. We did an interview, and we got to it went for hours.
During the interview, the drummer and I, we just went out to go to the toilet and accidentally locked the door behind us. So we're locked out the studio, running around the building because it must be soundproof. So we're banging on, let us in. We couldn't call anyone because everyone's phone was on silent. So we missed a quarter of the interview, just panicking, locked out until someone saw us jumping up and down at the window.
Yeah, I went back to it. Then I could turn around there.
Let us in.
So
we kind of really enjoyed going down to Sydney last few times, and just saying, we used to have Matt Kennedy play with us, and he's got a good support base around Sydney, so we've kind of grown to really enjoy just going down and playing shows down there. And of course, Newcastle and Wollongong,
we usually play with Bob Blunt's band, Gary David, or so Bob's someone I knew back in the day,
Yeah.
You know Bobby Blunt?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Only on social media. I don't know him.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. Yeah, I used to live with Bob and that back in the day in Sydney and that.
okay.
Yeah.
What years were you in Sydney?
Oh God, a long time ago now, but started Samwidge in Sydney in like '89. So from like '87 to like '92 or something, and then in the '90s for a few, in the mid '90s for a few years. But Sydney, you know, kind of like was amazing, and then it kind of died off. You know, it just had incredible.
Yeah. Well, the 80s. Yeah, the 80s, like everyone from Brisbane just fucking flocked to Sydney. Anyone that was in a band.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Splatterheads.
Yeah. I saw.
I interviewed. You go.
God, my brain goes.
Sly, Adrian.
Oh yeah, we saw Sly. So we at the last Samwidge gig we caught up because I used to have a spot next to Sly. I moved into his squad actually.
Okay.
Out and Guy Madison
Cleveland Street.
Charlie. Yeah. It was on Cleveland. Yeah. So Guy and Charlie and that we were staying with them, and then we moved next door, and Sly had been living there at those squats on Abercrombie Street. Was it Abercrombie or was it Cleveland? No, I think it was Cleveland. Oh, okay. It's a long time.
The three-story one.
Hey?
Three-story place on Cleveland.
There was, I mean, Spasm and all that. They used to live in Gracelands. That's what you might have been thinking of that place.
Yes, that's the place, Gracelands. Yeah.
Yeah. No, they were. No, I didn't live at Gracelands. It was on Abercrombie, I think, but it was close, not that far from Gracelands though. But I think Stu had already gone to America and that by then when we moved into that squad.
So you would have been playing with bands like like the Splatterhead, Space as the Rejected.
Yeah, our first gig was with at Max's in Petersham. Yeah.
Yep.
And then our second gig was with King Snake Roost. So I've been doing it for a long time.
Harold Park. Wasn't it the Harold Park place?
Yeah, it was at the Journos Club, which was this place in near Central Station.
Brilliant.
Back in the day.
Yeah. I did the 82 to 90 in Sydney.
Oh yeah.
Every night, just go see a band, you know.
Yeah, there was stuff on every night, you know.
Yeah.
The Hope Town as well, and there was heaps of stuff.
Fucking Rocky Gigs work.
I used to go to that. The trade union, obviously, as well.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I did. I did an interview with the Splatterheads not long ago.
Yeah.
And I said to him, you know, you put me in hospital one night at the fucking trade union. I hadn't slept for like 3 or 4 days, and they come out, and Adrian's in a pair of leather undies with suspender straps, blood dripping down his face. He's got these baby pins all over his stomach, holding condoms of blood.
Oh God!
Slides covered in blood. Like 3 or 4 days, you actually start hallucinating as it is.
Yeah.
And then seeing that, and I had a fucking bad fucking breakdown, man. I ended up in hospital.
Yeah.
Just like too much for me.
Yeah, right.
It was incredible.
Wow.
You do covers?
No,
Ever?
do covers.
Nah.
No, we only just do our own songs.
No, we don't.
Back in the day, we did one cover, like in Sydney. We used to do Heartbreak Hotel, but the John Cale version
Yeah,
of
wow.
Velvet Underground, and Nutty did a version. It's really good, actually. He's he's got in about 74 or something. He did a cover of it, and it's nothing like you wouldn't recognise it. You know, it's nothing like
The
the
Hitler
original.
did a good cover of it.
That's the only one we used to ever do. I could tell you a story like so. Back in the day, we used to, when we were playing. This was in the 90s. Wherever we were playing a Radio Skid Row benefit that Bob Blunt had put on, and it reminded me because we were doing that song. Anyway, we played it, and the dudes from Mental as Anything were there, like the guy from Dog Trumpet, Reg Von and they saw us, him and his brother Pete or whatever, they saw us back in the day, and they were really into it, and they were like, oh, you know, we'll, you know, like come and play some gigs with us, or we'll look after you. Really liked it. We were just. We kept saying back then, oh no, you know, you got the wrong band, you know. Like, no, you know, we kind of fobbed it off.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't until, you know, years later I went, well, that was a bit you know, like, they were really keen on it. It would have been pretty fun.
There's one more thing, like when we play cover songs, and I know Mark and me, like we don't learn to play guitar in other people's songs. That's why like Mark's music is so original. It's like he's taught himself his own style on guitar, but not by playing riffs and things of other people's songs. But it's got like a unique style about it. And I'm the same. Like Tony, our drummer, he can sort of play guitar and play.
Yeah, he's a proper user.
Yeah, you can tell him to play something, you know, a song by a different band, and he'd probably be able to play it. But none of us, you know, if you asked us to play a song, we wouldn't know. It's like the independentness about the nature of the band, and that's why I guess the uniqueness, the style, the notes, like it doesn't really follow formulas. It doesn't follow scales. It's important. It's not from the school of music. It's just derived from intuitive sounds.
Okay, so you got a guest star on Australian Idol or something, and they wanted you to come out and play a cover. What would it be? What would you cover?
Well, you'd have to do it.
That's difficult too. Yeah, like if you were playing to the masses and you had to do a cover, maybe like Shock Me by Ace Frehley, Kiss, something like that.
Yeah.
You're playing to the masses, you know.
Yeah.
That's something that comes to mind.
Yeah, yeah. Well, have you heard Casey Chambers play Losing Yourself, that Eminem song?
No, I can't say I have. Yeah.
And you got to give it a listen. She does it starts off with the banjo and does like 3/4 of the song just her and the banjo singing.
Yeah,
and then when Eminem gets that build up, her band just comes in, and you can see it on YouTube. Just Casey Chambers losing it.
Just like you're doing like a country version, singing the lyrics of that and playing it like in a folk way. Is that how it comes out?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
And then really rocky at the end, like really boom, like hit you. It was great.
Yeah, right. I have to check it out.
You got a favorite venue up there?
Venue.
Yeah.
The Cave In or the Bearded Lady.
Yeah. It came in like it's a friend of ours, but he just it's more of an independent music venue. There's no dramas with getting shows. It's like a good my venue that supports the wide genre of different music without pretentiousness. It's a really good venue.
And then there's the Bearded Lady, which has been a staple in Brisbane for quite a while. In West End.
Yeah.
Without getting into trouble, is there a venue you don't like? Or you'll take what you get?
Not really. I think Brisbane's all right with its venues. There's not too much ego. It's not too pretentious. Yeah, I think, like I say, it's probably like run by musicians for musicians in most of the places. You haven't had much trouble dealing with management or booking shows or anything like that.
Excellent.
Yeah,
everyone has to help each other out
Yeah.
a bit more, you know. Can't afford that kind of bullshit.
Yeah. That's I think that's what's kept Australian music as strong as it is, because people, like, the bands are so close knit, like from area to area. You know, it's like, oh fuck, we need a band to fucking support us at this like short notice. Someone will jump up, bang.
Yeah.
Oh, my kid's fucked and I'm playing tonight. Someone will just say, hey, brother, come and pick it up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Which I don't think was like that in the 90s kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
It wasn't kinship per se.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Plus, when you get older, you can't be bothered with things like that.
Sorry, mate. I'm just reading a message from Jeff, my producer.
That's all right.
No, I was just reading a message from my producer. He's because he's watching all this, recording it, and
right, yeah.
And I just made it harder for him just then because he's got to cut me out saying that.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, sorry. You're gigging what, once a fortnight, once a month, once a week?
It goes through waves.
Yeah, it goes in waves.
Like we'll tour and play some shows, and then a lot of times too, like if we're going to record or something, you need a bit more time and planning to get that. So it makes space for that. So like I say, we'll have space playing heaps of shows in a couple of months, and then
you don't want to play too often, like, you know, like on the underground scene and that, because, you know, people, you've got to, like, if you play too much, unless you say, you know, if you like, say, Cosmic Psychos, bands like that can go around, Australia's not big enough, you know, to do that kind of thing, you know. So you don't want to play too much, because, you just end up. Yeah, I mean, unless, as I said, unless you're you've got a wider audience, bigger band, and you can travel around. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, especially that's why, it's put your hand up for support. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any band needs support. Like we're here, So
we did the Mudhoney shows recently, like we did the one in the zoo in Brisbane and that. but that was because, you know, I used to live with Guy, so, you know, I find the networking part of it is just it's a bit much at times. Just trying to rather just play and not have to worry about that stuff. But you know, at our level, you kind of have to do it all. You know.
Yeah.
But that's why people like you are really important. You know, like, you know, and like Mark on the Gold Coast or whoever. You know, like, you need people to connect people. You know?
So when you do go in the studio, like, do you go in there prepared, or do you just?
Yeah. We have the songs. Yeah, like we'll we'll have a song ready and stuff. And, yeah, we'll write it beforehand, like, you know, and then
Do you get your own free reign, or
Yeah.
someone going, no, it's better sounding like this. Just no, do.
Free reign. Like the Sean that's been recording this last time, like he's just there to give us the sound that we want, which is kind of good because yes, that's a style of music. We can't really make it something else than it ordinarily is.
So this will be the Swashbuckling Hovo Records studio. It is amazing. Like it's like what he uses
Vintage reel to
reel, straight to tape.
Yeah, all analog.
It's all analog.
It's quite incredible. You know, like it's difficult because you've got to get it right. You can't edit it like you do digitally. So we just got to play it live as good as we can. You know, on cassette, on reel to reel.
So you play it live, and then if you want to overdub, and then obviously you do the vocals later and that. But that's the Swashbuckling setup anyway.
And it's an incredible studio.
He's got like the desk he got that from EMI Studio 301 or something. They were throwing it out. And Sean was like, "Oh, I'll buy that." It's like how many channels has it got?
It's pretty big.
But yeah, it's like from 1974. The last time it was used, it was recording Richard Clapton or something. Or, you know, it's pretty cool. His setup. It's amazing.
Excellent. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he gives you free reign. He just fucking go hard.
Yeah. Sean's he just lets us do our thing. You know. That's what he does.
You ever been on a bill? Have you like say, okay, we'll use this as an example. The Sex Pistols come over to America and play in Texas to a bunch of cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you been on a bill where you just like, we actually shouldn't be playing?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but more like, that's more like, you know, we played years ago playing in town or something, you know, and you just, not down here, we haven't, but just more like, where it's just, should be
Wrong
chicken
place.
wire up, you know. I've gone through that before, you know, but that's more regional places, you know.
Have you got anything to fall back on if, you know, you damage your hands so you can't play guitar ever again or something like that? Or you just trying to survive, really, because you can't really survive on a band's wage.
You can't survive with a one-handed guitarist.
Well, yeah, we both work, like, you know,
do this.
There's a passion.
Yeah. I mean, we're in Australia. You're not going to make any money off it.
Yeah.
So,
No, that's right. Yeah. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, unless
Right.
you kind of say, reach a certain, say something like Tex or Cosmic Psychos or something like that. Other than that, you're just doing it for the love of it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But well, how long ago was it? Pennywise and Circle Jerks came over. And Circle Jerks with a support band. I couldn't understand it. I was like, with fucking Circle Jerks, and they're the fucking support band. Pennywise, like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was another one recently where it was like the support band. Oh, fuck, what was it? I can't think. Was it like, what are they called? It was Perry Farrell.
Oh, Jane's Addiction.
Jane's Addiction. That was a support band for another band, and I was like, that'd be the band that you think most people would want to go and see. But I can't think who the main band was. But yeah, there's a few you just kind of go, wouldn't most people be going to see their support band more than the main one?
Yeah.
That's how the booking agents maybe work. I don't know.
Well, I think they think who's going to pull in the crowd the most.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who's going to make people stay
Yeah.
for the last band?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you had, as we're saying, Circle Jerks, Pennywise, and then the Wiggles, like you wouldn't put Wiggles as the first support band or the
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
I think that's the way they look at it. Who's going to pull the most crowd will put them on stage, even if like this other band's selling 10 times as many fucking records,
Yeah.
It's the band that's more comfortable in that area.
Yeah, well, we know a Circle Jerks cover band in Brisbane, but they're called
Really?
the Square Tugs.
Hey?
They're called the Square Tugs.
Oh, really?
Circle
I've
Jerks.
got them.
Yeah, you got that.
I'm interviewing them.
Yeah, they're actually quite good.
Wow, and so the Square Tugs, that's great. I didn't know that. I just know I've listened to a couple of their songs just for preparation because I'm interviewing them. But I didn't know they were Circle Jerks cover band. That's mad.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, because that's a reference instead of it's Square Tugs, not Circle Jerks.
Yeah, right.
It's sort of a parody. If you could say that.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yep, no,
Yeah.
that is that's Celibate Rifles and the Sex Pistols.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And it wasn't that long ago when I realised that with the Celibate Rifles that it was the same sort of parody. You knew that, didn't you?
What's that?
The Celibate Rifles and Sex Pistols.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, I fucking when I realised that Sex Pistols Celibate Rifle things, it was like, oh my god. But they came out around the same time.
Yeah.
maybe a year difference or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So what's Rebel Sandwich doing? What are
They're doing going to the future, or
Yeah,
Ah,
just before we finish it off, we'll just do a bit of a spiel.
yeah,
Well, as I said, we've got the
Let's learn about you.
mentioned before, we've got the split release coming up,
Yep.
and then we've got a bunch of new songs. So our drummer Alex, he's hurt himself for the moment. Like he hurt his back, so
Yep.
we're just having a few months
to let him get better.
to let him recover and that.
Yep.
And then, we'll go again next year.
But more probably just get these songs. We've
Yeah.
sort of half-written songs, so we just need to sort of jam them out and work out how they all go together. And that'll probably be the next process, I'd say. It's just working out a new set for recording, for live or whatever. Because too, like you come up with songs like we do, and then it's until you play them live and really feel them out, then you'll decide whether you want them on the album or not. But you kind of got to work it all out first, and just like you say, sometimes you can have a really good riff and it sounds great until you start putting it together as a song, and then you just don't like it. So we'll probably just feel some new material out, because Mark's got about 5 new songs.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
Just
just
pumping
probably
them out.
just go into writing more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
our drummers, he's got some healing to do, so we'll probably just use that time just to come up with some new stuff. And
we're going to do a film clip too for this song
Yeah.
that's coming out on the split release too.
and we've got quite a lot of
We've got quite a
clips.
few film clips.
Yeah.
Just we've got to look up on YouTube.
Yep. Yep.
You know?
They were all from the last album too, weren't they?
Yeah.
So, guys, if you haven't heard of Gravel Sandwich, check them out on YouTube, Bandcamp.
Yep.
Buy some of their shit. Listen to them. Probably love them.
We've got quite a few releases, man.
Yeah.
Like, there's Medicinal Requirements, Complaints, Trough, Home Brand, Gasket.
Wow.
The Old Tape.
And then that split record, wasn't it?
Oh, and we did a split release with, I think I've still got a few copies lying around somewhere. We did a split release in the early noughties with a San Franciscan band, Truman's Water, and then 2 bands from the UK. I've still got some copies of that around somewhere.
Yep.
So,
Cool.
Yeah, so we've got a back catalogue stuff.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you got to give
YouTube
them a
video.
listen, guys. Everybody out there in fucking that's watching, you got to give these guys a listen.
Yeah, thanks
Give
for
them a
having me.
reason to come to New South Wales.
Yeah, thanks for supporting live music.
Yeah.
It's
We'll come down to Sydney next year.
Yeah, we'll keep you posted
I'll
too.
get
We come
you-
down
I'll
to
get you-
Wollongong or
Love to
I'll
play
get you.
Wollongong.
Yeah.
Is there a place like what to find your music on YouTube? What
Just type in
Gravel
Gravel
Sandwich?
Sandwich, but you got to make sure it's SAMWIDGE.
Yeah.
Like it's not spelt the other way, the proper spelling of sandwich. So
well, it should just come up.
yeah,
So,
you got to. It's spelt like that. Does that come out backwards? I don't know.
No, that's right.
Yeah,
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But
No, it looks right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got plenty of stuff.
And just keep going.
Yeah, nothing
Keep
else, got
playing.
nothing better to do.
Yeah.
Yep. So let's get them down to New South Wales, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, but we do like New South Wales.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, last time we came down, we had car problems and car broke down a good 6 times.
It was a miracle we made it to the gig.
Yeah.
We made it though.
just before Newcastle, we had some
We
issues.
played the Duke. No, what was it? The one where Slim Dusty, Town and
Yeah, that's
Country.
okay.
Played the Town and Country on the Friday, and then we did Married for Bolo on the Saturday, and then Newcastle on the Sunday.
Who'd you play with in Newcastle?
Well, we did with Gary David again, and then who was that? Oh,
And the name was like a bit hard to pronounce.
yeah, it was a Newcastle band.
Yeah.
So many of them from Newcastle.
Yeah.
They were really nice.
Yeah, Newcastle's got a nice scene to it too.
Oh, definitely. You got I Hate People, Headbutt,
Yeah.
shitload of bands.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
So, any advice for young ones who want to start a band?
Just don't be worried about failure. Just keep playing. You know, do what you want to do. That's what matters the most.
Don't make it a job.
Yeah.
No, that's it. Yeah.
Excellent.
All right.
Thank you so much for being on the show, guys.
No worries, man. Thanks for having us.
I don't use the usual questions and shit.
Yeah.
It gets out there, and you know, hopefully a few. Well, I've got thousands of views, so you know, hopefully a few thousand people will go, oh fuck, got a sandwich. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool, man. Thank you.
definitely. So thank you so much, guys. So much
Man.
appreciate it.
Have a good rest of your day.
Yep. Thanks, Jeff.